As always, welcome to the podcast and welcome to being served. Yeah? You guys see it? Back at yo. Go on, babe. Let your full anime child come out. Anime adult.
I want to know why Michael would bring us coffee for this podcast with no sugar, nothing. This is like black coffee.
Você não é brasileira. Because us Brazilians, we drink our coffee without sugar.
Eu sou brasileira.
Okay, canceled.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but we're in Brazil.
Yeah.
We are literally in Brazil. We're in this bitch.
Or are we in Japan? Or are we in Demon Slayer Corpse?
Dun, dun, dun. And also, we're in Brazil in cosplay.
Yeah, we're actually in Brazil.
Yes.
Yeah, we're cosplaying because you guys know it. This is Halloween season, and we want to be very hollowed for the weens.
Okay. Every single episode, we are going to be coming out with a banger costume. You know, last episode, we had a little funny. No, this episode is serious. This is business. This is life or death.
Yeah.
If you've seen Demon Slayer, you know this is serious stuff.
This is serious stuff.
This is not just an anime, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, I think a lot of our experience of arriving here in Rio and Brazil has a little bit to do with like how Demon Slayer goes. Don't you think?
In what way?
Well, let's start explaining about how it was when we first got here.
Okay, wait. Also, I want to do a disclaimer, y'all. If you see something under these legs, it is not the cooch. And it's not no cooch hair.
Yeah, she don't got a cooch, she got a ween.
Okay, some things we don't have to say everything that comes on our minds.
Sorry. It just sounded like, well, what do you got, girl? Like, if you don't got a cooch, what do you got?
Oh. I do have a cooch, by the way, guys.
I can confirm.
It is just not out in the camera. This dress is so teeny tiny. I have to wear a little black skirt under, but this is not a free show. Just
my bad. Like, I actually chose these outfits. I wanted to copy Alexis's hairstyle for once.
We're literally matching when it comes to hair.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. Both our hair is red. Oh my god, we are brother and sister.
Thumbnail.
Someone's coming up, guys. We're scared they could hear us through the door. What if somebody just breaks in and we have like a crazy skit?
They will literally run away after seeing us. Like, literally run away.
Imagine being a robber and you break in and you see...
It's a burglar.
It's the same shit. A robber and a burglar.
The burglar.
Imagine coming in and you see two motherfuckers in a Demon Slayer cosplay with a podcast. I'm out that bitch too.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, y'all do you.
So
I would be kind of proud, you know? Like, damn. Like, I would be like, bro, me as a robber, like, I chose this house to break in and I found these cool ass people in this house.
You're like, wait, let me save them. I'm not even gonna rob them. Let me hop on the podcast.
Yeah, let me get my little insight real quick.
Speaking of robbers, you guys know we're in the land of the robbers.
Whoa.
That's what everyone else says.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all, let's talk about the anxiety that I had coming here to Rio, because literally every single person we know was like, no, it's so dangerous. Like, please be careful. Every Brazilian we know is saying it. Everybody in general.
Everybody is scared of Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
Like, people that are from Brazil, people from foreigners, Americans,
Mexicans too.
Bro, they were all giving us so much anxiety about Rio. It's like
everybody was super scared for us. Like, just stay in the very touristy places. Don't go anywhere else. So at first I wasn't that afraid. I was like, dude, it literally can't be that bad. But after hearing everybody, and then like the apple of the pie, cherry on top.
The cherry on
Damn
top.
It. Fuck. Sometimes I make up my own. I seen a comment and they were like, y'all be making up your own words all the fucking time. Yeah, you too.
No, you.
You make up your own everything. You're a very unique person. I love that. About you.
Creativity.
So,
you think this motherfucker has fleas?
What?
Like this wig?
That wig?
It's kind of itchy.
It might just be you.
Well, this is like the first time in a couple of years that I got a straight hairline here as me.
That's the most hair you're ever gonna have in. Let's get back onto topic. I didn't mean to say that. That just slipped out. I'm sorry. That just slipped out.
Don't make me pull out my katana. Let's not forget that you're a demon, Nezuko.
Okay, I don't think we're ever gonna do cosplay again. And Michael's getting too excited with this shit. I think he's been wanting something like this forever. Like this is your deep wish, huh?
Well, listen, this cosplay has a little bit of a history because this is actually the first anime we ever watched together.
This is.
This is your first anime, actually.
It is.
Unless you watched something else with somebody else. Right? You didn't.
Of course not. What put the cherry on top is on our way here, we met some Mexicans. Why does that sound bad? We met some Mexicans.
Some flicking Mexicans.
Mexicans. Okay.
Well, let's call these Mexicans some Mexicans because there were some pendejos. You know what I mean? Let me give you a little run back, right? We took this flight from Mexico City to Sao Paulo, right? And what happened was that the flight was delayed. So when we arrived in Sao Paulo, the flight to Rio, we had missed already. And we missed it with these other 3 Mexicans. They came to Rio, not to vacation, not to visit. No. They come to Rio to work,
and
right?
They've came like a lot. Like this is not their first. They've been there back and forth a lot of times.
Yeah. So we're waiting there and they helped me actually order like a burger or something at the airport. Like, hey, like Mexicano, like we're going to Rio as well. You guys missed the flight? Like, yeah. Anyway, small talk. We catch each other when we're about to board the plane and we're talking a little more. Bro, they're throwing so much shit on Rio.
They were like even feeling our fear more.
Yeah.
And I was already super anxious. Like at this point, the whole flight, the whole way there, I was really anxious. Like you can tell kind of even in my demeanor, I was just like, in my head, I was super anxious. Like, fuck. Like, I don't know. Did we make the wrong decision? Because everybody's like, be careful. Like, scared for their fucking lives.
No, but let me tell you, like, well, you guys might be thinking, like, oh, they were just being nice, warning you, stuff like that. No, they were dead ass being asses, bro. So they're telling us, oh, like, you gotta be careful. Like, it's not safe. And then they tell us, like, Rio is old as fuck. Like, it's an old ass city. It's ugly. Whatever you can do in Rio, you can do it in 3 days. And you guys got 2 weeks. Like, you guys are dumb as fuck.
Yes, basically what they were saying. They're like, oh, we are staying 15 days. Y'all could have done that shit in 3 days.
Yeah. And we're like, bro, like, we literally coming to vacation, something nice, my birthday, our anniversary and everything. And they're over here talking all this smack. And it pissed me off at the moment. I'm like, bro, so we're coming to vacation and you're just putting people down. Like, what the hell is this?
It's like, what do you even say to that?
So yeah, guys, apart from these Mexicans, that sounds so funny. I'm Mexican, by the way, so I can like be racist to Mexicans anyways. These guys, they literally like pooped on our cake, bro. And not just them, but like everybody we asked, everybody that knew that was a bit like Brazilian and like asking for advice and stuff like that, I swear to you, they're like, Rio is dangerous city. When you're real, be careful. Be careful of bikes. Be careful of motorcycles. Be careful.
They were making it seem like even 1 second you pull out your phone, boom, that shit's gone. Or you're going to get like, it's just like it's that dangerous. Like you can't bring it out anywhere. So tell me why, y'all. Once we get here, this was not the best welcoming.
Wait. Hold on. Let me start with the actual first test when we got here in immigration. Guys,
immigration.
Guys, we're in immigration. It's not even a long line. Like, it was like a more domestic flight. It was chill. And then it's finally our turn to go and like show our passports and everything and let us know, ask us questions, whatever. So I tell Alexis, like, babe, chill out. I got this. I studied Portuguese enough. And I arrived with the girl at the counter of immigration. And I'm like, bom dia. And then I don't know what she said after that. It was like a blur. She said blah, 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 blah.
He was like,
English, please.
Like voice cracking and all. The amount of confidence he had coming into this situation, coming into Brazil, thinking his Duolingo Portuguese was gonna hold us off. This was a rude awakening.
It was rude. I was like, I dead ass when she started talking. She could see like a poker face on me, and I was like, "Can we do English? Like, can we do English instead, please, miss? Please, ma'am." And yeah, she did English, and it was
so funny how you said it though, because your voice was like cracking. You're like, your heart just broke into like a million pieces. We seen all the hope in your eyes go out.
It really was bad. But I mean, after that, she didn't really ask us anything. She probably had a little internal laugh because she didn't make no faces while we were there.
So once we got to Rio, y'all, this is what happened. We had to take a Uber. It was like 15-minute ride from the airport into Rio. And first impressions of Rio, the outskirts, honestly, guys, it's not the prettiest on the outskirts. Like the buildings are super, super old. That's probably what they're talking about.
Yeah. You know why they're so old, bro? So I guess Rio or just Brazil in general don't be getting earthquakes.
They don't get anything. Like, they don't get natural disasters. We were talking to my friends, which we're going to get into today. We met it with my friends today. And they were telling us, like, especially in Rio, in other parts, there's floods, little stuff like that, but nothing too big like natural disasters. But there is no natural disasters in Rio at all.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons why the buildings are so old. Well, at least that's what we think one of the buildings are so old, because nothing's taking these buildings down. Like, they good, you know what I mean?
Until I unleash my forces and my chakras around here. But I really like the Brazilians, so I don't think I would be doing any of that today.
Dang, your aura
Calm me down. Calm me down.
Okay. Calm down, buddy. Let's calm down. Let's bring it down.
What do you mean, buddy?
I can see your aura blazing right now through your hair.
It's okay. I'll calm it down. Look, I can hide my aura. No, nobody would know I'm an extremely dangerous human being.
Anyways, so let's get into the story when we got here. So finally we get into the apartment, and it's late, like probably like 6. It's not that late. 4, 5, 6, around there. I'm like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8. 7, 8. So we finally get here, and y'all, mind you, we don't have any data, nothing, because this is just a whole nother country. Like, we needed to get a SIM card. We didn't want to get one in the airport because they're super expensive. So we just had no data. We told the Airbnb host that we're going to be there in like 50 minutes, but that's it. So once we get there with no internet, no nothing, we just see all these big buildings around. Like, we don't know what fucking building it is. And we look so lost. We have our suitcases. We see this like homeless guy walking past us with a towel over his head, just staring at us, smiling.
Yeah, and it's kind of right there in my heart, like the fear. It just kind of like give me like, fuck, everybody was right. I'm about to get robbed with all my luggages, bro. We're not even gonna last 1 hour in Rio.
I know. I was like, fuck. What did we do? It was like. The area was really beautiful, though. The area was beautiful, but then that happened. There was like another guy sleeping on the floor.
No, there was a guy hiding, sitting behind some plants, bro. Like, almost like they were staking us out. Like, let's see who foreigner is gonna go into this building.
They're all waiting for us.
Yes, bro. I was like, my heart was racing. I was like, babe, come over here. Come close to this building. Look, there's a security guy. Like, let's just stay close by here. And yeah, that same building was like where we're staying.
Yes, the host ended up coming out and getting us. She's like, you guys look lost. We're like, this all fucking paranoid.
It was not the best welcoming when we got here. It's kind of confirming some of our little.
It was confirming like everything everybody told us, like all the anxiety. But then once we went out, we talked to the Airbnb host. She was so freaking nice. Like, she was showing us around. She's saying this. She was telling us this is her house. Like, this is actually where she lives. I don't know where she goes when she rents it out.
Yeah, we just kick her out type shit.
I'm like, go to your mom's house. But it's decorated so pretty here. It's really, really pretty. Like, the way. She must be an interior designer or something, because she ate this up.
Yeah, she ate this up.
But anyway, so that night and the next day, I just had so much anxiety still. Like, so we didn't record anything. We were just scoping out the area. This whole area right here is walkable. So we are just walking around, seeing, head on a swivel always. Like, we're so anxious. But then you start seeing, bro, everybody's on their phone. There's women walking alone.
Well, listen, not everybody's on their phone. There's definitely people, like, there's a lot of people that they just have to walk because they're going to work or to something, But you can tell, like, the people that are walking just to walk, they are, like, kind of, like, just, like, chilling on their phone or anything. But I don't feel people here just walk to walk,
What are you talking about?
Yeah, like, people just don't really go on walks, People that go to walk here,
they're talking about being on a phone.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really see anybody on their phone.
No, what I'm trying to say is, like, the way people were telling us, like, I was thinking I was going to look around. Nobody has their phone out, because the minute you take your phone out, it's going to be snatched. No, but there's people walking around on their phone. There's people outside. Like, obviously, not everybody's, like, beep, 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 looking at their phone the entire time. Like,
yeah,
who really does that? But, yeah, people are on their phones. And we walked around in the day and the night, and we felt super safe, honestly. Like, yes, there's homeless people, but there's homeless people at my 7-Eleven in my hometown, every single 7-Eleven, actually. And they're actually fucking batshit crazy.
It's not as crazy as, like, LA homeless scene, Like, there is definitely homeless people here, but LA is a different world when it comes to homeless, bro.
World. If you guys have seen in LA, it is a whole nother world. Even in, like, California in general, it's just really bad, because, like, even where I'm from, they're everywhere. So that wasn't nothing new to us. We weren't feeling, like, unsafe with homeless people. I'm like, is this what they call dangerous? I'm like, Go to a regular city in California.
I don't think they have enough energy to get up and grab a phone and run, you know?
I just feel like it's honestly like the same in Mexico, how they paint. They just love painting Latin American countries like this war zone at all times. And this is not saying Latin America is like a perfect country or it's like a paradise. Obviously, it gets really dangerous at times. And it's not the most safest countries. But like I hate the idea that everyone just villainizes, especially Brazil and Rio. And being here is like, there's so much fucking beauty here, y'all. Oh my God. Like, it is probably one of the most beautiful cities, the most beautiful areas I have ever seen in my life. Like, wow.
It really is beautiful to just have the...
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Hold on. Baile funk pause. Sorry, light just turned off.
Yeah, this is the second video where our lighting just gives up on us. Thank you so much, lighting.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We'll see you guys next episode.
Imagine. Yeah, guys, it kind of feels like I want to take all my head and my hair off, you know? Well, I can't because this is just a costume.
So should we jump off the balcony?
Yeah. I mean, I can jump off the balcony, but nothing will really happen to me. Because I'm just resistant like that.
Oof. Dang, I'm feeling that.
Wait. You're my sister, bro. You're my sister.
Shit, I forgot. Hold on. Sorry. Let me recuperate myself. So this is the best lighting, y'all. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, it's like people love to villainize Latin America so much. Like nobody's talking about Barcelona or Spain. You can't go nowhere. You gotta have freaking purse locks so your shit doesn't get robbed. Like nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about, oh, it's dangerous over there. Or nobody talks about in San Francisco how people have to have their windows down in their cars so their shit don't get busted out and stolen.
Yeah.
But nobody talks about San Francisco so dangerous. You know what I mean? But in Latin America, it's like the bad is always shown first, never the good.
I feel it's a way of ignoring the actual problems that exist in the U.S., you know? Like, you know, how there's obviously big, like, problems that need to be solved in the U.S. with violence, gangs, a lot of stuff, right? I feel they just they project all their energy into Latin America. They're projecting. Because, bro, you guys know, like, damn well that it's dangerous, like, in a lot of parts.
Yeah, and even talking to some of my friends in Mexico and stuff, and when we were talking to our friend here, and I was telling her how, like, the homeless situation in Los Angeles is really bad. She was like, really? And I was like, yeah. Girl, there's, like, whole colonies of homeless people. And that's just the reality of the U.S. But, like, nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about how the U.S. is so dangerous. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But, like, bro, I think, like, yeah, there's dangers here. We're not saying that Rio can't be dangerous, but we're saying, like, bro, it's like any other city.
Anyway. I'm like, the videos I've seen in the New York subways, let's be real. Let's be real.
Yeah.
And also, at the same time, we don't want people messing with our words, saying, like, acting like we're saying Rio's not dangerous at all or Latin America's not dangerous, because it is really dangerous, and especially for women. Honestly, though, I feel really safe here as a woman. I feel more safe here walking around in Rio than walking around in Mexico City or Guadalajara by myself.
Well, listen.
Because I see, like women... Okay, so for the first thing, how I know it's not as dangerous as people say, people walk around with their backpacks and stuff on the back. You know, in Mexico, if you're in a really sketchy place in a more dangerous city, people walk with their backpacks in front and everything in front. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They walk holding it, walking fast. So I'm like, as soon as I seen that, I was like, it's not that dangerous. It can't be that dangerous. But
listen. I know it's, like, obviously not as dangerous or as dangerous, but we got to talk about how our experience here is of a tourist. We've been mostly in tourist areas, so we do got to say that we might be a little biased because, we've been walking through Copacabana, Ipanema, Leblon, Botafogo. Yeah, so it's kind of like more the tourist areas. And the most ghetto we've gotten or the most dangerous we've gotten is going downtown. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the maximum we've gotten. So we haven't really experienced that much of being in a dangerous situation, so we can't really tell you. But what we do know of is, like, Ciudad de Mexico, like, we have a lot of people that have suffered, like, asaltos, like getting robbed there
in Mexico.
Yeah, so we know that it's
obviously something that happens. But you know what's funny though, I've actually seen since we came here in Rio, like, we've been getting on Brazilian TikTok and stuff, and I've been seeing TikToks of, like, people who are from, like, favelas and stuff in here in Rio. And if you guys don't know what a favela is, it's like the hoods, like the slums, I guess you would say, of Rio. and Brazil.
Yeah, slum sounds very bad. They're more just like the barrio.
Yeah, the barrio, the hood. And I see people, or not even in just the favelas, just in like northern parts of Rio where it's seen as more dangerous. I've seen people from those places say in like comments they feel safer where they're at than in the touristy areas, because that's where they go to rob people, in the touristy areas.
That's
like Copacabana.
There's literally, I also see that happening, that phenomenon happening in Mexico, because where we live in Mexico, we live like in a pretty wealthy area. And it seems like that's the only place where people go and like break into houses to rob and shit.
It's kind of the same thing, but I'm like, y'all just can't be scared to live life. Like, we're all gonna die anyways.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to see the beauty of the world and see the beauty of Latin America and the food and the music, all of that. I love the music
it's
here.
beautiful. Let's talk about some stuff that has happened recently, man, because even though we haven't been here that long, like, we can tell you, like, the experience we was having is like bring out your notes. Okay, guys, so on our third day here, we decided it was time. We seen that there was stuff we seen that stuff wasn't that dangerous, and it was time to go out there and experiment some Brazil partying.
Ooh.
And what better for a Brazil party than going to a street party? We went like fully in. We didn't go to like a little tourist bar or a little tourist club. No. We went to a Brazilian street party.
I will say this though. It is a Brazilian, like, it's very Brazilian. They're very Brazilian coded. But that street party has gotten more like touristy. Actually, right now though,
it was full of Brazilians.
No, I'm about to say, right now it's not a tourist time right now. Like, literally,
yeah.
we don't hear any English around us nowhere. Like, all we're hearing is Portuguese. You know, sometimes.
You know what's so funny? The Americans and the Europeans that come visit, they all come in big groups, like with tour guides.
Yeah.
And you see like the Latinos, they come by themselves.
And where we went, the street party, there wasn't a lot of tourists. There was like a couple people you could tell that weren't Brazilian. But usually a lot of tourists go there because, dude, the experience, like, if you guys look up Brazilian street party right now on TikTok, you'll see it everywhere. The Pedra de Sal. It is so cool. Like, everybody talks about, you need to go here. Like, if you come to Brazil, if you come to Rio, this is a must to go here.
I agree, that's a cool experience, but let's talk a little bit about what happened in the night and our own personal experience, because me and Alexis lived with a different experience than and let me tell you, like, Alexis wasn't that happy, I guess, with me. So listen, first off, we get a Uber here from 11. We got it at 11 p.m. Pretty late, right? And we head over there, bro. This is the most talkative Uber drive we've ever had.
Oh, yeah. None of our Ubers talked to us before that.
Yeah, the Ubers don't really, like, talk or anything. But this guy really wanted to talk. And he was speaking he was speaking Spanish or English? Do you remember?
He was speaking English to us. So we've noticed here, like, it's easier for people to speak English than Portuguese. But
what?
That's not... no, it's easier for people to speak English than Spanish. But that's not saying that people speak English. Like, it's really rare to find people who speak English here. It's not like if you go to visit somewhere in Mexico City or a big city in Mexico. Like, a lot of people speak English. Here, casi nadie.
Yeah, it's very hard. I guess we've only seen it at like very like tourist like restaurants or something like that they like actually speak English.
High end,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, this Uber driver was talking so much. He was talking about his family, his life, his plans. We're just talking about a lot of life shit, right?
He's a cool guy.
And then out of nowhere, this fucking bike comes beside him or something like that. Like, they're about to collide. And he was like, "Filo da puta, caralho, pita puta que pariu pra tomar no cu, caralho."
He was like, he put his window down. He's all screaming out the window. He's all telling him shit to the moto driver.
And they're talking back and forth. And basically, after like going from calm ass conversation to fucking tirándole la madre at this fucking bike, he just closes back the window, the light turns green, and they go ahead and they're like, "Sorry guys, everybody hate them, everybody hate moto."
Like, sorry about that, guys. Let's get back to I'm taking my family to Disneyland.
Yeah, shit was so funny, bro. And like, it's just so funny how he excused himself, you know, from a nice talk to going like that. He was like, "Sorry, but like, just everybody hates him." And like, I get why they don't like these bike drivers, because the bikes here, they don't be driving through lanes, bro. They just drive in between lanes and go beeping. They go beeping the whole way so people know that they're in the middle. And they just go through the middle lanes. That's crazy. Kind of smart,
though. You know what we need to do? One thing that we need to do before we leave Rio, and I'm not playing, I'm doing it. We need to get on a Uber
Ubo.
On a Uber moto. Ooh, I need to do that. I need to take my video right into Rio. He don't want to do it, y'all. And we were going to do it. We were going to take a Uber moto to where? To Pedro de Sal?
I think we're going to take it to the party, yeah. No. We're going to take it to Pau de Azúcar, I think.
Pau de Azúcar. Like this real touristy attraction. But my Uber moto came and his didn't. He couldn't find one, so we didn't end up going.
I was looking around every corner. I'm like, bro, nobody's here for me. No, yeah, the app just, I guess, said it like there's not enough Uber motos. And yeah.
So anyways, the Pedra de Sal, the street party. Okay, so getting into it, arriving, you can tell it's a different vibe than we're kind of staying, like the more touristy area. You know what I mean? Like
you could kind of tell, like, oh, this is more real Brazil.
And oh my god, first of all, like the style here in Brazil, I love the style here. Like they look so fucking cool. Like everybody looks so cool. The guys here, they like to do like bleach spots on their head. You guys know what I'm talking about. Everybody's seen
they
this.
Look like a tiger or like a puma. You know what I'm talking about? It looks fire.
Yeah,
I wish I could do that.
It's really cool. Everybody's style, like I feel like everybody has their own, not individual style. There's a lot of styles in Rio in general, but people like make it theirs. You know what I mean?
It's their lifestyle. But yeah, we make it to this party, and first off, we're kind of disappointed because the Uber dropped us off, like we really didn't see no like ambiente or nothing like that, right? And we can just hear like music like very, very in the background. So we made our way through the streets full of people. Like this is already like, even though there wasn't that much music, there's already like congested. Like it was like a tianguis, almost like a flea market.
Yeah.
And it was full of people. So we kind of had to like grab onto other people moving along it and like push people around. And that's the first thing that I can say that I didn't like that much. Like having to like just push people around to walk by.
It wasn't pushing nobody. It was body on body. Like you had to make your way through. Just like imagine a big crowd. That's how it was. And imagine me like all little teeny tiny.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm like, you're teeny tiny, so it's easier you to maneuver. But me, I'm hella big, so I really do gotta be pushing people around.
Gotta make some space for me.
Yeah, and then so that's the first thing. We're just getting to there. We got ourselves our caipirinhas. We're drinking while walking and stuff like that. Well, barely drinking because like we're really body to body with everybody. But we finally made it, and what is going on is Samba. There's Samba music going on, and like I kid you not, we took 30 minutes to find a spot to just like stand there and like move a little, you know?
Because it was body on body. It was packed. So they have these parties like every single Monday and Friday. But on Monday, like it's cracking. So we went on a Monday night. So it was cracking. Everybody and their mother was there. Also, when we're going by to the end where they're playing Samba, there were like little bars that were playing their own like funk music. So I was like, is this it? And there's like people like twerking and shit. I was like, should we just stay here? Like, fuck it.
Really? There was girls twerking? I didn't see that.
Good. That's a king right there.
You seen that, boyfriends out there? Get yourself some boyfriend points.
I cannot take you serious with that wig on your head.
This is one of the most horrible wigs I've seen, bro. Like, this is not natural at all.
Yeah, I don't think that's your real hair.
Well,
anyway, so we make it to the end. Honestly, I had a really good time. I would get why some people don't like it. It is body on body, and the samba music is more like drums, so it's not high beat. Like, people weren't dancing, going crazy.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to at midnight start playing funk. But we stayed till like 1 p.m., 1 a.m.
Yeah. Wait, it's important to notice, guys, even though it's body to body, like it is a nice experience to live in the ambiance is really nice. The music, either if it was samba or either if it was funk, which we didn't get to really hear, it's so nice. Like the crowd there, you hear people talking to each other, having a good time, drinking. Like it's very nice.
Yeah, I feel like it's a nicer experience if we had people to go with.
Yeah.
We were kind of lonely. Nobody was talking to us.
Yeah, just being two of us, we can't really take space to be comfortable. Like it's just like me right behind Alexis, just like trying to move a little, you know? But when you're with a group of people, you make your little circles and stuff like that. And we like obviously weren't just gonna busting into a circle or something.
It's just funner too when you have more people. Like there's this group behind us, these group of guys, and they kept making their own chants. What were they saying?
Dude, so their chants were so funny. These guys were Brazilian, and when they would see a foreigner, first off, this Asian guy, I don't know if he was Japanese, Korean, what he was, but he's obviously an Asian guy, right?
Yeah.
So they got him and like, hey, like, where are you from? Whatever. I didn't even hear all the conversation, but after a while they started chanting like arigato, and they started doing like their own chant saying arigato, right?
It reminded me in the US. I don't know if you've ever been to a party, but like yeah, I don't know if you've ever been invited to a party.
I met you at a party, bro, and it was actually a party thrown by me and my homies.
Hey.
And that's when you fell in love with me.
Anyways, so and like parties back in the day, when the music would go off, we would do this chant. Everybody, no music, and that's what it was reminding me of. Like you make your own sound, and people will be dancing to that. No music. You never experienced it because you went to lame ass parties.
How bored were ya, bro? How bored were ya?
There's like, no music. What were we supposed to do?
You guys couldn't even afford a speaker? Like, brother, come on. Yeah, guys, so we really, even though it's body to body, we don't want to discourage you guys from living this. If you guys ever like feel animados to come visit Rio de Janeiro.
Animated?
Yeah.
I would really like to go to a street party in Brazil.
Well, what's the translation from animados? Like animarte?
I don't know. Excited. Can you keep your burps to your body?
Sorry, I just drink coffee with pizza. So yeah, I want to talk about my experience with Piedra del Sal with this street party, but at the same time, like, take it like this is me, this is my personal opinion, but everybody should form their own different opinions by visiting and living their own experience.
Michael, let me tell you guys, Michael's a person, he likes to be very comfortable at all times, and that was just not a environment where he's comfortable. Not like physically comfortable, you know what I mean? Like he was just too close to people. He has sandals on. I don't give a fuck about shit. I'm just here for the vibes. Like I don't need to be comfortable in any way, you know what I mean?
Well, listen, throughout the whole way, the place is vibes. Like what they're selling, the people, everything, it's vibes. But like I'm telling you, like you didn't have a way to dance. Like you literally can't dance because there's so many people. The floor is really dirty with people dropping drinks, with all this stuff. And I have chanclas, and a lot of people have chanclas on, but like your feet get wet, dirty. You get stepped on. You get pushed around. We didn't have people to talk with. Like at the end of the day, even though it's a vibe, like I was there. We were there for like 2-3 hours, but I wasn't having fun. Like it's a vibe. Like I like the experience and everything, but I just wasn't having fun. And Alexis is there, like. She was having fun some way, like just being there alone.
I'm taking in the vibe, the ambience. Like, wow, I'm really here. I was just really enjoying the moment. But I will admit, guys, it wasn't like a crazy crazy experience. It's because the funk didn't come on. We were waiting till the funk, but it took us so long to come on. And you know, like I guess in Brazil, parties start later. I think because at 11 it was kind of like nobody was really turned, nobody was really lit yet. At 11, 12 in the U.S., people are probably getting lit at that point. But yeah, I think they just get lit later in the night, and we actually had to go to like Pau de Azúcar or Cristo, like this tourist attraction, at like 7 a.m. So we weren't trying to stay that late. Yeah. And as soon as we left, y'all, tell me why we start hearing the funk play.
Yeah. So first of all, it's a bitch to even.
Oi, oi, oi. Bravo da putaria. Boom, 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 boom. Guys, so the camera freaking turned off. Like, I don't know what's been going on with this camera. It's been overheating. Boy, it ain't even hot in here.
Sai da frente, caralho.
It ain't even hot in here, boy. Tighten up.
Bravo da putaria.
Bam, bam, bam. Also, we're thinking about going out tonight, y'all. Woo. We're going to go to Baile Funk. Dang, what were we even talking about?
Damn, I don't know. You just want to jump top. I think we're still talking about Piedra del Sal, right?
Oh, let's talk about funk, because guess where we went today, actually? Okay, actually, just kidding. We're not going to talk about the funk. We missed a very important detail of this Piedra del Sal party, guys.
Yeah, guys. So at the end of the party, when we were finally leaving, we were already in the Uber. Bro, guess what? Between the whole traffic, I guess these two guys were like fighting each other because one didn't want to move to let the other guy pass with his bike. So he kicked the other guy's bike, and so the guy drops the bike. Boom! Smacks the shit out of him, punches the shit out of him, and he goes like, ooh, tumbles down, drops whatever he was carrying, and fucking kicks it under the cars.
Wait, I thought he kicked him.
He kicked the stuff that he dropped.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you were saying, because I didn't see it, even though it was literally on my side. I did not see that it was happening right in front of me. But
Alexis was scared. She like ducked down, like, oh, there's gonna be shots.
but I thought you were saying like he kicked his face like that, like some ninja shit.
No, that too.
Oh, he did that too.
Yeah. So after he kicked his stuff down, the other guy like stood up, like, what the fuck? Why you do that? And before he even got to a chance to even get close to him, freaking Spartan kick right to the face. Boom. The other guy didn't stand a chance.
Oh hell no! If I got kicked to the face,
With the dirty ass Havaianas, bro.
I lost. Like, I'm never coming back to that area again in my life. I'm moving city.
That's embarrassing.
Like,
bro.
that's some fucking anime fight shit.
That tells you a lot about how experienced these guys are in fights. Like, they didn't even give him a chance to get close. Just boom, kick in the face. That would hurt my nose a lot.
Truly, if it was me though, I would grab the foot, twist it, and throw him across the room.
If it was me though, you wanna see what had happened?
Yeah, what would happen?
And boom, his leg's gone. Like, his leg has disappeared into little minces.
Okay.
So yeah, that concludes our night in Piedra del Cel. It was some crazy stuff. It was honestly something that we would never live in Mexico.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking? I wanted to talk about the parties, like party culture. Okay, so the one time I went out in Mexico, like to a club with my friends, like girlfriends, I'm going to be honest, guys. I feel like the best party experiences I've ever had have been in the U.S. Like, have always been in the U.S. Actually, even when we went out for the posada, that was fun. But, like, I'm talking like a party experience when you're with your girls, like, you're twerking, you're dancing to music, you're feeling yourself.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Like, that's the best experiences ever. Like, that's the girl experience, you know what I mean? Yeah. And in Mexico, like, people really don't be dancing, like, twerking like that, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, when I went out with my friends here, when I went out with my friends in Colima, it was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was just not really lit. You know what I mean? You don't see anybody dancing, twerking, none of that.
Your friends are fresas, fool. You gotta go to the real stuff.
You know where that's at?
Yeah, I remember when my best parties were also when I was growing up in Mexico, bro. That shit would go crazy.
I swear.
I'm not playing, bro. Like, everybody would go down, like, get down to reggaeton, bro.
Really?
That was fire, bro. That's what I hated, like, in the parties in the U.S. Like, honestly, where I at, like, how parties would be where I was at. Maybe for you it was different. But where I was at, the parties was just like getting high,
really,
or just sitting in a couch getting high type shit. You know, that's the vibes that the parties. But the parties in Mexico, like type shit.
Hard to believe you were at those parties.
Babe, who do you think I was?
At home playing video games.
I was grounded.
You're grounded from video games, so they made you go to parties.
Yeah, they actually make me go to parties.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about this before, but literally Michael used to be so obsessed with games that his parents would take him to parties. Like, boy, get out.
It wasn't obsessed with games. I was more of a stay-at-home guy type stuff.
And what did you do?
It built up to my mystery points out there, bro. Like, you guys know that you gotta build mystery points to be attractive to girls. So I just built a lot of those by just not doing anything and just staying at home, texting, watching YouTube videos. I would honestly, even though I liked gaming a lot, I would game a little bit because I was grounded all the time because of my grades.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, but you gotta build mystery points. Imagine if you're going to every single party. It's like, bro, we know this guy. Like,
we know this motherfucker's gonna be.
Yeah, it's like kind of like we get it, you know. But like if you just stay at home, it's like, well, what is he doing if he's not showing up to these parties we're inviting him? And that was kind of me. I was too exclusive. I really only should show up to like the big parties. And it was really fun because it wasn't just people from your school.
It's everyone.
It was everybody, like, from the same age.
I've talked about this before, I'm pretty sure. But, y'all, the parties back in the day, like, when I could not go out. Oh, my God, when my mom was just so freaking... Because in high school, my mom was so strict. Like, I couldn't go out anywhere. And then all my friends' moms were strict, too. So, like, it's not even like we could stay the night at each other's house, somebody's house, and go out because their parents don't care. All our parents cared. All of them talked to each other. All of them text each other all the freaking time. So there was like no way getting around it until we graduated. But seeing the videos on Snapchat, like there used to be so many parties in the bandos, like the abandoned houses. They would always party in abandoned houses. People would be on the counters throwing ass. Like, oh my God. And I'd just be watching on Snapchat at home. Like,
yeah, you probably didn't even get invited, bro.
wow.
Bro. No, yeah, my high school, everybody said, I'm sorry that anybody that knows me from high school, but I gotta say I had like the lamest experience out of that high school I went to. Bro, like there was nothing interesting going on. All the high schools around like were actually having fun shit going on, and I didn't know anybody. I only know like the soccer team in my high school. I was new there. Like, so, bro, shit was so
boring.
Until I got to college, it was finally some fun ass parties. But in high school, I didn't have a good, it wasn't cool.
So I'm just hoping, this party that we go to tonight is cracking. And I think it is. I think with the funk is going to be what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? People like to have fun. They like to throw some ass, you know what I mean? And I might catch it. No, I'm just kidding.
The fuck? No, I'm going to catch it.
Get the fuck out. Yeah. Get the fuck out the Airbnb. No, are you going to catch mine?
Yeah.
Are you going to catch my drift? Okay. So let's get into our day today, y'all. When I posted that I was going to Rio, I had a girl DM me, and she was saying she's been watching my videos since the pandemic. She's been watching me for a long time, and she's from Rio and she lives here. And basically I texted her back. I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. We planned to hang out when I got here. So she was busy the first week we were here, but today she was finally free to hang out with us. And we went to this little market. It was and she brought her other friend, and they were so freaking nice, y'all. They literally made my Brazil trip. I had so much fun, honestly. So honestly, we've been wanting to make friends on this trip, but then we forget we're socially awkward motherfuckers. We just...
No, I think you are mostly than anybody type shit. Because I was speaking fluently in Portuguese to them, and Alexis was over here speaking in English.
You're in a cosplay with a wig on right now with earrings.
Oh yeah, well this wig looks better than your natural hair.
You wish, babes, you wish.
Oh really?
Yeah, we're a little bit, I can't even lie, we are a little bit delusional, me and Michael. We just feel like we just don't gotta do nothing, and somebody's gonna come swift us up.
I don't feel that way. You feel that way.
I do feel that way.
You feel that way. That you feel like. I think you've seen too many of those TikToks that wow, Brazilians are so friendly. They just come up and talk to you. I want to be your friends. I'm bro, no, they're also normal people that normal people don't just go up to people oh, let's be friends.
Yeah.
No, and you're stuck on that. You're have so much
Obviously, I know it's not gonna happen, but I wish it did. I just want to feel I'm giving such a cool vibe. People are I want to be her friend. She's so cool. I want to be her friend.
I don't know. Maybe we look too old to be on that age where it's you want to be friendly with everybody. Maybe.
Babe, we're 22.
Yeah, but that's the age to be friends with everybody is kind of 19 to 21.
Damn, so we missed the threshold.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Let's be.
The most people traveling right now are our age.
True, but let me give you guys an example of how Alexis just thinks people are just gonna come up to her without her coming up to anybody. Yesterday we were just chilling at the beach, and Alexis had the bright idea when one of these vendors came with soccer balls, and she was like, baby, let's get a soccer ball and play soccer, and then we can play with other people and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, let's get this soccer ball. We got the soccer ball, and we're just playing there by ourselves. They're in Ipanema. This is Ipanema. It's not in the beach that we're staying by. We're staying by Copacabana. So we're just playing and stuff, and nobody came up to us. Nobody talked to us or anything. And Alexis was like, babe, let's just get out of here. People here in Ipanema, they're not the vibe. They're not playing with us. I think there's more people playing soccer. There's more people playing Altiña over there in Copacabana.
Which was true. There was not anybody really playing soccer in Ipanema. Copacabana, they had the tennis courts, whatever.
Let me tell you, there was people playing, but they were over there in their own little circles. Nobody came up to us.
There was only one people in a circle playing, and then at the courts there was nobody playing, and there was only 2 courts.
Yeah.
But there in Copacabana there's a bunch of courts to play, and people were filled playing there. There's a lot of people playing. Okay,
basically Alexis wanted us to go to Copacabana. I'm like, okay, fine, bro, let's go to Copacabana. Let's find somewhere to play over there. So we finally find a place where there's football, soccer with volleyball, those high nets, and there's people playing there, kind of a club thing going on. And they're like, oh, cool. Let's like just go beside them. And Alexis was like, yeah. And like eventually they were like invite us to come over and stuff. And so we're playing the whole time playing there, and they're in their completely own shit, and we're over here like. And Alexis was like, okay, let's leave already.
Okay, yes, I am delusional. Yes, in my mind, maybe that could have worked if we were actually playing good, but we are fucking ass. So obviously, no one is gonna invite us over. We can't even.
That's not we. That's you.
You,
Babe, I'm so much like so good at soccer, bro. Like I'm so good.
leave a like, comment, subscribe if you believe that.
No, I'm actually really good at soccer. Anybody out there that knows me can tell you that I'm like really good at soccer type shit.
Tight shit.
This fucking wig.
Yeah, so yeah, I am a little bit delusional in that aspect. Yes, I admit it. But yeah, in a perfect world, people just feel my aura from a mile away and they want to come be my friend, and I don't have to talk to them at all or nothing. I need to start smiling at people. That's what I need to do. But like, I just feel like that's so awkward.
You have a really bad fake smile. Like, you know how people have very good fake smiles, like especially white people, like they can smile like, and they give a good smile even though it's fake. But like your fake smile is really bad.
I seen a video of this girl who does solo traveling, and she was like, people always ask me how do I make friends on my trips or whatever, and she's like, I just smile at people. Like I literally just smile at people, and I was like, I need to start doing that the rest of my trip. But do you guys think like somebody will want to be my friend like this? You ready?
I can't. I need to see. No. You have a really bad fake smile.
Okay, what about this?
You have a really
like
bad...
how would you even smile?
Like, let me show you.
Okay, say we're walking past each other right now. Like, I feel like that's so creepy. Say we're walking past each other.
You're saying I'm a creep? My smile is a creepy smile?
It's a little... Let's turn off the camera.
So I love French.
Okay, so act like I'm walking past you, and then I see you. I look at you. We make eye contact, and you smile. Do your smile.
Oh, sorry. Like, that's the face that your smile inspired on me.
Okay, ready, go.
What?
Do you guys hear the noise he makes when he smiles? He goes...
No, I go... You gotta blow the fakeness through your nose. Type shit.
No, babe. That, you're not... Nobody's gonna want to... That sound will scare anybody away. Okay.
No, I'm saying, I think... No, listen. Although my fake smile is not the best, my social smile, I think is better than yours. 100%.
Okay, look in the camera and you guys let us know. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so maybe that's the reason why we haven't made any friends. Yeah, that's definitely the reason we haven't made any friends.
No, so listen, guys, I think I'm pretty good. Like, when I need to socialize or smile or something, I'm good. But it lasts me not even 3 seconds. Like, I do it a little bit, be social, and after they speak, I'm just like already normal faced again. Like, I can't keep the fakeness up. I can't act like I'm like messing with everybody. Like, if I don't like, I just don't be fucking with that much people. I don't feel comfortable, so I can like be like, but then after a second, it's like,
babe, it's better if you stay like that, like I promise, because you don't look normal with that smile talking.
babe, there's not the real one. Like, it happens naturally, like when I'm out there. It's like the same thing like with the immigration girl. Like, bon dia. And then she talks and it's like, type shit, you know?
But guys, the last few days we have been having some really good social interactions. Like, we actually been talking to people. We talked to this Argentinian girl today. We talked to this Venezuelan guy, this Chilean girl. We've been talking to people, and I think I manifested it. Because I was like, we need to be more sociable, make more friends. But like, nobody's like actually wanted to like.
You ain't manifest nothing, bro.
I manifested it, boy.
We talked to the people because they were there.
Anyway, so going on to our day today, we also went to this museum, and it was a
funk museum.
A funk exposition.
Museum.
And guys, I found it so interesting, and it makes a lot of sense. So I actually didn't know, but funk originated in like the 2000s in Rio de Janeiro, right? Like, this is the birthplace of funk. I didn't know this, but it takes a lot of inspiration. It has like a lot of originals from
Disco.
From disco, and I didn't know that, and now it makes sense because we were listening to some of the music in funk. They had some places where you could put headphones on and listen to the funk songs, and they had some funk songs in English, and I was like, wait, I actually know these songs, and it makes sense. Like, you put the 2 and 2 together, yeah, they actually sound like very similar sounds.
Yeah.
And I was also noticing, like, it's crazy how much influence everywhere, like the entire world has taken from like Black American culture, because as they were going through the exposition, it was showing the Black Panthers, it was showing like Michael Jackson, rap idols, just a lot of musical influences from Black American culture and political influences too. And
that political
Black Panthers is a political
oh
party.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
So yeah, and it's really interesting to see, and even hearing it in the music, you know what I mean? Because jazz originates from New Orleans, and that makes sense because a lot of the jazz, there's so much jazz here. I fucking love jazz. Jazz is amazing, by the way. I fucking love jazz. I sound like a 30-year-old dad for a second. I fucking love this shit. But like bossa nova, a lot of the music in Brazil has jazz influences, and that comes from the U.S., from Black American culture. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I did notice that. I seen this TikTok a while back about this African American. He was interviewing a Black person from England, right? Mm-hmm. And he was telling them like, oh, so what do you guys think that you guys have taken like a lot of inspiration from us or stuff like that? And then they were like, no, like you guys taking inspiration from us, like you guys are actually putting a bad rep on us and stuff like that. And then the American guy, well, really? Because I see right now that your guys, how you guys are dressing takes a lot of inspiration on like American rappers. Mm-hmm. And
a lot of people, I don't know why. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, but you're right. What you're saying, like a lot of people, or maybe just like, you know, African American, Black people in other countries like to discredit African Americans.
It's not even Black people in other countries. Like, it's everywhere. Like, a lot of people, I've noticed a lot of with Chicanos too. They discredit so much. Like, people don't want to give credit when credit's due. And you got to be honest, like, a lot of oldies in the Chicano, you know, culture, those are Black artists, you know what I mean? People just don't like to give credit when credit's due, and I don't know why. Like, you should be giving homage to the creators of it. But yeah, I've seen that a lot about like the discourse of Black British people. Yeah, I've seen videos of like people saying like as if there's no culture in the US, or like Black Americans don't have culture in the US. Yeah,
and it's like everybody's taking the style from Black Americans.
And you see the culture everywhere. What I was going to say is in the music, I listen to a lot of rap music. I like a lot of rap music in Spanish and like trap music. And I'll be listening to the songs and I'm like, bro, this sounds like a fucking Biggie song. Like, it sounds like they literally copied the entire song but put it in Spanish. You can notice so much from the rap influence, from the hip hop influence.
In our days, like rap and trap is huge. It's huge in every country. They have their own little like subgenres of rap. There's Mexican rap, trap. There's rap in Spain. There's rap in England. There's rap in Brazil. It's everywhere. Bro, where did it originate from? It originated from the U.S. And it's like people don't like crediting at all. And
I don't know what's up with it, but even like the rap music here in Brazil, like you listen to the rap music here in Brazil, the trap music, and you hear the Black American influence of the rap scene in the U.S.
Yes.
Like, people, I just don't know why. But it's really cool to see, like, when you go into the museum and see where it all originated and everything. Because I was thinking, like, funk, obviously not knowing the history or anything about it, like, funk's a completely original Brazil thing. You know what I mean? But then you see all the influence it takes. It's cool learning the history behind things. And we should learn the history behind things about everything, honestly.
About everything, yeah. Like me, like how I originate the cool shit.
A lot of cool shit in this world. I didn't know if you guys knew or not, but it's originated from the man himself, Michael Barragan.
How can I say? Bacas.
Baca. What were we saying today?
So today we were talking with Alexis's friends, well, our friends. Yeah, they were talking about how the other girl, or this girl, she is from Niterói or something like that, and it's basically on the other side of Rio de Janeiro, because Rio de Janeiro is like a big gulf that you go around, and one side is Rio de Janeiro, the other side is Niterói or something like that. Basically, she was saying she was from there, and to get there, she has to take a boat. But saying it in Portuguese, she said barca.
Wait, and
barca.
Sorry, before we get into this, it's crazy that she takes a boat to where she needs to go. Like, that's so cool. It's faster because there's no traffic. But imagine, like, every day you get to go on a little boat ride.
Yeah. So basically, like, it's basically like boat, like barco, but I guess it's a different type. So it's barca, but how they pronounce it in Portuguese is like vaca, right?
Uh-huh.
So I heard it, and how she was saying it, it sounded like vaca. And I was like, wait, if you call vaca your boat, so what do you guys call vaca? So I was like, hey, like, what do you guys call cow? Like cow. And they're like, huh?
They were so confused. They
Huh?
thought we were thinking she rides a cow to her
Yeah.
house.
And then she was like, what do you mean cow? Like, and then I explained like the boat, you know, and like, oh, like we call it vaca. And I'm like, well, that sounds exactly the same. I'm like, oh, so it's vaca, and then there's vaca.
Yeah, it just sounds so similar to us for someone who don't speak Portuguese. But you know what I was thinking about the whole time we're going through this discourse? Because they kept saying vaca, vaca the whole time. And I'm just like, vaca.
Oh, yeah, she did look at me and she was like, vaca. And then the girls looked at her like, bro, this girl's weird. Let's get out of here.
We should never answer her fucking DM. Let's get out of here. But y'all, something I wanted to talk about, and and I know there's a lot of I do a lot of shit talking on the US, but it's rightfully deserved at some points. And this is rightfully deserved because it's so crazy to me after traveling and seeing so many cities that have like, not so many cities, we've fucking only been in Mexico. But seeing like the public transportation system and hearing about public transportation system in like Spain, Tokyo, everywhere, it's crazy to me how normalized that nobody gives a fuck that there is no public transportation system in the US.
Yeah.
There is, but it's ass. Like the get buses, that's where you see the crackheads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
nobody takes that. It's a completely car-centric country. And that's like not normal, y'all. The amount of taxes we pay, people pay, the Americans pay, that taxes is supposed to go to public transportation system, babes.
It's really bad. Like in the valley in California, the public transportation is not that great.
It's not even that great. It's like completely non-existent, honestly.
Yeah. It's just, I think just the US is made so much to be like long distance and you need cars, and it's crazy. I mean, I know in New York, like there's a good metro system, but still, like, you guys don't know the metro is a bit scary, you know?
Yeah, it's just, there's like 4 cities, maybe max in the U.S. with public transportation systems. That is crazy to me. And it's just so normalized. Like, after coming to walkable cities and stuff, like, I was talking to my friend today, and I was like, so do you think, like, you could live here in Rio? Mind you, y'all, Rio's huge. Like, it's huge. It's a really big area, like, bigger than New York, bigger than Los Angeles. Like, it's big. I was like, do you think you could live here without a car? And she was like, yeah, 100%. Like, she lives 3 hours away from where we met up. She kind of lives really, really, really far.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I thought she went to school there.
She lives like an hour.
No,
at least.
she lives, like, her family lives like an hour or something away, but she goes to school like 3 hours away.
Okay, I understood that wrong. But yeah, she lives like an hour, 2 hours away, and she just takes the bus. Like, and it's a good bus. It's not like unconditioned. It's not like a ghetto ass bus. You know what I mean? And she was telling me, like, yeah, you could live here completely fine without a car. And that's just something unthinkable in the U.S. Like, you cannot survive without a car. And, like, being here and not having to drive.
Dude, even for groceries, bro. Like,
groceries,
how do you get groceries in the U.S. if you don't have a car, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even, like.
There's no possible way. And I was talking to Michael, too, because when we lived in apartments in Fresno, I feel like a thing in the U.S. is getting apartments with elevators. Like, you need to get an apartment with the elevator because nobody wants to be taking their grocery stores all the way up those flights. Like, that's really hard. But then I realized, like, honestly, in other countries, especially Latin America, it's not a thing to go really grocery shopping, like huge grocery shopping, once a week or twice a week. Maybe once a week, but like twice a week, you know what I mean? People usually go every morning past their little shops and get what they need for breakfast or get what they need to make that day.
Yeah.
Because also everything's close walking. Even in Mexico where we live, where you can kind of say it's not really a walkable city.
No.
People still walk, but everywhere you live, in every neighborhood, you're able to walk somewhere like a little tiendita to get your food for the morning. You know.
So let me give you guys a layout of where we're staying right now. In front of us, we have a little mercadito that would be like a normal, like a convenience store, and then a little bit next to us, we have a fruit store, And then if we walk around the block a little bit, then we have like an actual store that has like fruits, vegetables, it has meats, it has a bunch of stuff. And if we want to go a little bit further for a carniceria, I think it's like 2 blocks away from us. It's like close by. You can get everything close by.
Yeah, and it's like, wow, after experiencing this, I'm like, I don't think I could ever live in a city that's car centric again. Like, this is amazing, you know what I mean? And you're supporting local, like when you think about it, like here in Latin America, Mexico, Brazil, these are all local places, and they could be on like, there could be a meat shop like every 3 blocks because it provides food for that community, like that community of people. And that's not the same in the US. There's one big grocery store that's for all the neighborhoods in like the 10-mile radius, you know what I mean?
I feel like taking into account, it's almost like a block here is what would be like a neighborhood in the US, you know? That's kind of how it goes. You know how you have to have like stores that provide for a neighborhood, or like at least 2 or 3 neighborhoods. Well, here, like one block, how big it is, and all the apartments and everything is like one neighborhood or even 2 neighborhoods in one block. It's big. It's big.
Honestly, being in the city here, y'all, this city is so freaking beautifully structured in a way. Like, this is a city that I would imagine how it would look if there was like a city completely built, constructed by women for women. You know what I mean? Like, there's buildings, nice apartment buildings with plants integrated all around, trees on every block, and then on the bottom there's the tienditas, everything you need. Like, that should be a norm, you know what I mean? I love that. But I mean, everybody also has their own preferences. Some people love their fucking cars and would not give up their cars for the world.
No, we talk about this is a very walkable city, like walkable like neighborhoods and stuff like that. But also take into account, like, it is filled with cars. Like, there's still people like that have to commute and do business, stuff like that. There's people that like their cars. We're not saying that there's like no cars here, but we're just saying like you can live without a car, and you can't do that in the US.
And that's what I don't understand. Like, I was seeing comments, because in the US a lot of people are talking about this right now, especially young people, how we need more walkable cities, how there needs to be less car centric cities. Like, there needs to be change, you know what I mean? And you'll see in the comments like these fucking 30-year-old white males, hardcore Americans, like, I don't want to live in no fucking I don't want to live in no fucking communist city. I need my fucking car. How the fuck am I get anywhere where I need to go? I'm like, babes, these cities still have cars. People still have cars here, but you're not needed. You don't need a car to live.
Over there in the US, like, everybody in the family needs a car. Like, if your family has 4 people, like, at some point you guys are gonna have 4 cars, you know? And here's like 1 car per family. That's all they need. That's all they really need. I won't say, like, there is aspects that like having a car is cool and everybody should have a car, but like when it becomes a necessity more than a want, then that's kind of like where the issue like comes in. Like,
I feel like everybody just low-key wants what they don't have. Like, for example, when we're talking to my friend today and we're telling her if you could live here without a car, she's like, yeah, 100%. Like, I would like a car. Like, I want a car. And yeah, it would also make it easier for her to have a car, you know? But as someone who's from like a city where it takes 30 minutes to go to the grocery store and back in a car, and you're spending like, every time I go to Cali, like, literally my entire day is in a car. Like, I'm spending so much time in a car, and it's like, that's not even healthy, you know?
It's not healthy.
It shouldn't be normal. And then what I've noticed too, like, a lot of things that is so normal for Americans that we just don't look in or like put any thought into because it's so normal. When you see these mukbangs, when you see people's story times on TikTok on all this, everybody's in a car. Everybody's in a car. That reminded me of this funny ass TikTok from like, it's already like been years, but of Hamza. So there's basically like duets or threads or whatever of like, you know how you can respond to people on TikTok? And it's like people are like starting recording in their car, and like 1, 2 people, and then Hamza and the third person, and it's like, hey, what's up everyone, we're all in the car, like, where y'all going? That shit was so funny, bro. I didn't see that. Dude, you know when like people give you a reference to a TikTok and you don't understand the reference, so you're sitting there all awkwardly like like trying to get it so bad, but you don't know what they're talking about.
It's the worst thing. Sometimes you should just act like you know what I was talking about, you know, so I don't feel awkward.
Okay, tell me again.
Like Hamza, he like responded to him like, hey, like, we're all in a car.
Dude, I see seen that. That shit was so funny. I was like, bro, like they're all in cars.
They are in the car, and like they're all like behind the steering wheel.
Yeah, like dude, how are they all behind the steering wheel? What?
Like might as well like just hang out together.
Yeah,
you know?
like literally just might as well meet up together in the cars because
like,
you can
meet
up
and greet.
Yeah. Was that a good Was that good acting?
No, that was good acting.
Really?
That's how you should be more like with people, so
Okay,
you make more friends.
Shit. You're right. You're so right. I need to work on my social skills, y'all. I feel after 2020, like that shit just went out the window.
I think my social skills are pretty good. I'm pretty good at manipulating situations and conversations with my hands. Like I let people like speak before I speak and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay, y'all. So before we end this podcast, of course, we need to talk about the food in Rio. Like, of course. And I'm going to be honest, guys. We didn't have the best experience coming here, but these last few days have really been making up for it. So if you guys see our mukbang, just know we feel different about Brazilian food now. We filmed a mukbang with like traditional Brazilian food, and it wasn't the best experience. Tell you that
I don't think it was a good experience. We're explaining in the video, just go watch. It's gonna be out by next week. But basically we weren't having the best experience with the food, and it could have been a various situations that the reason why, like the restaurant and stuff like that. But yesterday we were amazed by the food. Wow.
When I say that shit was delicious, like
that shit was the shit.
Every bite was like a burst of flavor. Tell them where we went.
We went to
You're all licking your lips. He's like, we went.
No, we went to a very popular like churrasqueria, which is basically like the Spades of Brazil, where they bring the meat in the skewers and they bring it to your table and stuff like that.
It's like Texas de Brazil.
Texas de Brazil. Well, it's because not everybody knows what that is.
Basically, it's like a whole buffet of meats, but they come to you and they like cut the meat off for you on your plate, and they come around so fucking fast. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. Yeah. That was crazy. I
had been to a place like this in the US, but doing it here is like, bro, shit is so good. So first, if you have a buffet with freshness, salads and stuff like that, and also good like foods, like even sushi was there.
Seafood. They have just a bunch of food for
dude, they have a buffet. Per apart from a buffet, you pick your size and everything. They bring the meats to the table, and bro, these meats, some are like well done, some are medium rare, some are like rare. Like, bro, they bring a variety, and they're not giving you like big ass portions. No, obviously you get full with one. They give you pieces, so you can try everything, and that speaks volumes, because that is what I like. I like to try everything, every color, every flavor, every color. When we tell you like everything was cooked, seasoned, everything was perfection. Bro.
Like every bite was heaven. So much seasoning, so much. I don't even like meat like that. Like I've never had a fucking steak till I went to Mexico. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
Broke ass.
I'm not very experienced in the meat world, in the meat industry.
You know, like.
So yeah, I don't really know much about this shit, but all I can say is that my taste buds were very happy. Like that was a great.
Your taste buds. Your taste buds took all the meat. I'm sorry.
Our little comedian over here. But y'all, when we got there, honestly, I didn't have the best first impression, because all you see is like old ass Americans. And I'm like, these people probably haven't had one good plate of fucking food in their life. Like, they don't really know what true cuisine is. And I'm like, why is it all old people here? I was just really confused. But turns out there's like a tour going on. Yeah,
this place is so good that there's like whole tour guides dedicated to it. And it's not cheap. This place was not cheap.
Yeah, this place was expensive. Yeah. It was like $40 per person.
But it was worth it.
Worth it every fucking bite. Like, so much. They were coming around like every minute with meat. And I didn't even know where to start. It was so much going on.
Dude, oh my God. They have this thing in the buffet that is salmon like flameado, salmon like ahumado.
Mm-hmm. Like, what is that, like in an oven?
It's like salmon, but it's like kind of like cooked in a very fresh way. You know, basically. I don't know how to explain how it's cooked in English, but it is delicious. Steamed. It's like steamed like a little, you know? Mm-hmm. And nobody was getting it, bro. Nobody was getting it. So I would get like 6 pieces myself in my plate. Bro, it's really so good. Alexis doesn't like raw like textures, like of salmon especially. But I had her try some and she loved it.
It was good, yeah.
Bro, it's like salmon but made into like ham. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
It's as if you're eating like, you know, the cold meats. That's what it is.
That's what it tastes like, and it's salmon, and it's so good.
Yeah, that shit was delicious. If y'all ever have a Texas Brazil next to you, go to that place.
Yeah, they had a whole wheel of Parmigiano Reggiano, the Italian like exclusive cheese. They had a whole wheel there where they just cut pieces and they'll give you some. I got like 3 pieces, but it was fucking good.
Damn, that cheese was like $10 a little piece.
Dude, yes, that cheese was so good.
Yeah, so today we tried the little pasteles.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, what would that be? Like an empanada, kind of?
It's kind of like an empanada. You know what we had in the beach of Michoacan? I forgot the name of it, but it's basically like they have like the masa or like whatever, and they put inside a filling, and then they drop it in the fryer and give it to you. It's
like a rectangle empanada, low-key. That's what it is.
It's a pastel.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, and there's this place next to our house that we keep passing by, and we're like, we need to get this. But we ended up trying it for our first time today, and oh my god, it was really so good.
What are you talking about?
The pastel.
The pastel. Yeah, it was really good. Honestly, at the buffet place last night, the churrasco, we got mini pastels.
Oh, we got mini pastels.
And I burnt the shit out of my hand because they gave it to us fresh. Like, this is a nice spot. I bit into it, and all the filling exploded from the other side straight into my hand. And it was burning hot cheese, bro. And the waiters were offering us meat, and I'm like, I want to do it like this. Dude, I was burning myself with the cheese.
Oh, what was I gonna say? We also got some of these little mini pastels in our mukbang video, but they came like, I don't know, like stale or something. They were not that good.
There was like cold. More like fast food, you know, like the quality dropped so much.
Yeah, the quality wasn't really good. But
I do notice like fast food here is like pretty ass, like the fast food.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
What I've noticed is they have a lot of like burger spots. Like, it looks like American hamburgers. You know what I mean? And we haven't tried it yet because I'm like, what the fuck I want to try a hamburger for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we should try it.
I bet they're good because, you know, here it's like a lot of the flavors change, even though we don't believe it. Like, the pepperoni tastes different.
Yeah, everything. Like, in Mexico, the flavors don't vary that much between stuff like pizza and all that. But here, the flavors vary a lot.
Yeah, I agree. Like, with sausage, with cheese, even cheese tastes different. Salami, like, a lot of stuff tastes different.
The sandwich that we always make for breakfast, we love our fucking sandwiches.
We love.
But we always put salami, provolone cheese, and jamon, like ham. And we got the same stuff to make it here, and it tastes so much different. And then we use like sourdough bread. Yeah, it tastes so much different.
Yeah, we were missing, definitely what we were missing here is mayonnaise. I don't know why, but like mayonnaise is not that common here.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't find mayonnaise at the store.
Mexico's just winning on the mayonnaise game. You would think like America would be winning on the mayonnaise game because like white people fucking love mayonnaise.
No, but Mexicans love their flavored mayonnaise, like chipotle, jalapeno. They have aguacate. They have like so many different stuff, and it's so good. Mayonnaise in Mexico is
so good,
especially mayonnaise with limon.
Ooh,
that's the shit. That's the shit.
Also, we've noticed the fries here, y'all, have like nothing on them. Like, they're literally just potatoes. Like,
yeah, I do not mess with the French fries here, bro. I'd like, no, I can't.
Compared to American, it's weird because like American fries, you know how American fries are. Them shits are bomb as fuck. You can't even lie. Those are so good anywhere you go. And then the fries in Mexico, like, they put this type of seasoning. You know what seasoning I'm talking about? Like in the cucara fries.
Oh yeah.
It's like tajin. Like, it kind of tastes like tajin in a way.
It's like seasoned fries, yeah.
Yeah, but the seasoning's different than
it's
the seasoning.
It's a bit different. It's more like citrusy, more salty a little bit, kind of.
It has like, I'm telling you, it has like a tajin taste, as if they're fucking putting tajin on it. But it's so good. Promise.
Well, listen, my favorite fries in the whole world, and I'm not gonna lie about this, are the fries that are sold in Angry Chicks. The Angry Chicks fries on their point, like in a good day, wow, they're crispy, they're soft on the inside, they're well seasoned. Angry Chick fries, I can order just the fries for a day, and I would be happy.
I think my favorite fries gotta be... Dude, I'm not gonna lie, America is really winning in the fries department because goddamn. Yeah, like eating these fries here low-key make me wish, like, damn, I wish I had a fucking Chick-fil-A. Even Jack in the Box fries are good as fuck.
Oh yeah, the curly fries.
Yeah,
I
like,
loved the curly fries as a kid.
They just do it so good. But with that being said, y'all, this is gonna end today's episode in Brazil. We hope you guys enjoyed our experience. We have like 3 more days here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to get some more experiences for y'all. We're gonna get out of our social bubble. Not even just for y'all, for me. Like, it's time. It's fucking time.
Yeah, just for Alexis because I guess.
I'm feeling 22.
But yeah.